What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everyone who support the platform. Much love, much love, much love. If you are here, you can hear me clearly. Please drop a one in the chat. Please drop a one in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly out there, y'all. Drop a one in the chat for me. Let me know if y'all can hear me out there, y'all. Drop a one in the chat. Okay, let me get a couple of more ones, y'all. Let me get a couple of more ones, y'all. Let me get a couple of more ones, y'all. Okay. I'm glad you guys can hear me. I'm glad you guys can hear me. Shout out to everyone in the building, man. Shout out to everyone in the building. And of course, we are back right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm y'all host, DS1 Ross. Of course, I appreciate all the love and the support. Salute to everyone that's in the building. Shout out to all the visionaries, man. Shout out to all the visionaries. Shout out to my lovely lady mods. Salute to y'all. Salute to y'all. Salute to y'all. Of course, welcome to all the new supporters, man. We got another great show lined up for you guys today. So make sure if you are here, hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. If you are in the vertical feed, just double tap your screen. Double tap your screen. Also, make sure you answer the poll. Answer the poll on the way in, man, because we got to talk about this today. We have to talk about this today. So shout out to everyone. Shout out to everyone. Let's see who's here. Let's see who's here. And then we're going to get into the show. We're going to get into the show. Shout out to Mark in the building. Peace, Mark. How you doing, bro? Salute to you. Shout out to Miss Classy Creole in the building. Hey, Miss Classy Creole, one of my lovely lady mods that always come through and hold it down. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. I appreciate you, Miss Classy Creole. We are 1 for 1 thus far. Shout out to my man, Self University. Salute, fam. Salute. What's up, Hassan? Shout out to Hassan Tahir Show. Salute, salute. What up, Joe? Shout out to Joe in the building. Shout out to Chat Mafia. Appreciate y'all on the pull up. Salute, salute. Shout out to my guy, Mac Mean in the building. Salute, Mac. Salute to TSTV in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Mac. Hey, make sure y'all go and subscribe to my brother Mac Mean True Story. Y'all go over there, show my brother some support, man. Because if y'all saw my community tab and y'all answered the poll, would y'all like me to have a morning show and a co-host? Make sure y'all also answer that as well in the community section. Got a lot of new things coming, y'all. Got a lot of new things coming. Y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all stay tuned. What's up, Cynical? How you doing? Shout out to the Cynical one in the building. Shout out to my comrade, Mr. Sutton, on the pull up. Salute, 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 my brother. Salute. Hope all is well with you, Brody. Max says, that wicked itch had son out here crying. Safaree single-handedly reminded America that the game is rigged and some of these chicks ain't stable. That's a fact. And we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna talk about that today, Mac. We're gonna talk about that today because a lot of times we get caught up in this celebrity stuff, man, and a lot of times we be missing the message in a lot of this stuff. So we're gonna talk about that today. Reading book says, who is he? Who is Safaree? Safaree is Nicki Minaj first boyfriend in the music industry. That's who Safaree is. Let's see who else is in the building. Sanu Kumar says, ain't no party like a Diddy party. You been to a Diddy party? Huh? Have you been to a Diddy party? We know LeBron was there. We did a whole show about it. Were you there? What up, Smitty? Shout out to Smitty's Corner. Appreciate the pull up, bro. I appreciate your support. Yeah, make sure y'all go and check out the merch, man. Thank you so much, Miss Classy Creole. Make sure y'all go and check out the merch. Go check out the merch store, man. Go get y'all some Sheep Stay Sleep TV gear. We got the Block A shirts. We got Heal Before You Build. We got some shirts for the ladies. Y'all go and click that link and check out the merchandise, man. Y'all missing out. Go and check out the merch. Jay Brown in the building. You might get blocked, Jay Brown. What's good? What's good? Cynical says, who's the co-host? Who's the co-host? I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna announce it sometime this week. What's up, Valpine? Oh, you was at the Diddy party? You gave him some baby oil? What up, Shots? Shout out to my brother DMW Shots in the building. Salute, salute. Shout out to Brooklyn in the building. Shout out to my man Club in the building. What up, Club? What's good? Salute, salute. Shout out to everyone that's pulling up, man. If you are here, hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. We're going to get into it. Yeah, we saw that video. We saw that video when you talking about the video when Meek was in the pool, soaking his bunkie. Yeah, we saw that. We saw Meek soaking his bunkie. We saw that, fam. Shout out to you, Club. Y'all see the show, man. Yeah, these trolls be getting kind of crazy. but let them rock. You know, Cynical. You know the lovely lady mods. They got it. They got it. Y'all see today's show. The silent war against men's mental health. The silent war against men's mental health. Now, the reason why today's show is the silent war against men's mental health is because, let's just be honest, fellas. We have been silent about our mental health conditions. We haven't been properly taught how to express what's on our mind. You know, this is why we found out that there's a lot of mentally unstable people right here on the internet. And it is because here online, you have the space and the freedom to be who you are, to express yourself in a way that you may not express yourself in person. You may show sides of you online that you may be afraid to show somebody in person because you may not know how to keep friends. Your personality may push people away, but online, it seems to garner you friends and attention and notoriety. And a lot of these people are going through mental health issues. And I'm talking about men in particular. See, y'all know over here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV, we've always spoke about men's mental health and men's health in general. And the reason why I made my channel a place, or one of the places where men could seek refuge, right, is because of this silent war on our mental health. Here's an example of the silent war that was waged on men's mental health. Boy, shut up and stop crying. You a boy. Boys don't cry. You a boy. Sounds familiar? See, a lot of people don't understand just those things, and they may sound harmless because we grew up thinking it was normal. Who is Safaree? Safaree is Nicki Minaj's ex-boyfriend. That was the dude who was writing all her music back in the day. Safaree. Y'all know who Safaree is? Y'all tripping, man. Y'all tripping. Club says familiar, very familiar. Kim says, I've been hearing those words all my life because it has become normal. It has become normal to do this, to socialize boys this way. They forget that one day that boy has to become a man. Most people don't understand that maturity starts in the mind. You see? Maturity starts in a person's mind. What's up, Dennis? Shout out to my OG, man. Salute, Elisino. Salute, champion. You know, they love to say certain things about black men and use these things as stigmas against us. But if you go back and you took a look at how we're socialized as little boys, how we are taught, a lot of us aren't even taught to care about ourselves. We weren't taught that certain aspects of yourself matter because you are a human being. Fuck being a man. Forget that I have a penis and testicles. I'm a human being first, before I'm a boy, before I'm a man. See, that is not understood when it comes to socializing a boy or a male child. See, when a girl is socialized, her feelings are always reinforced. Her feelings are always considered. Her thoughts are always considered. And we were even raised to consider a woman's feelings, her thoughts. We were taught this. This is called being a what, fellas? A gentleman. See, I wasn't raised to be a simp or a sucker, but I was raised to be a gentleman, to consider women to be considerate to a woman, to consider how she feels, consider her explanation on why she feels the way she feels. But I never heard that about me. I never heard that because I'm a male, you need to consider how I feel. You need to watch how you say shit to me too. See that? We weren't socialized like that. We weren't taught that respect go both ways. See, we were socialized that if that's a female, you have to respect her just because of that. Just off the basis of her being a female, she is automatically given respect. But you, being a male, you have to earn respect. See, this is a silent war. This is the warfare that's on masculinity and manhood. Because this is why you got so many men who are crazy, who are stressed out, who are depressed, who are on drugs. Because our masculinities were suppressed. We can't express ourselves the way we want to express ourselves. Then when we do, it come out the wrong way. Because every time we went to express ourselves, when we were young, we were told to shh. We were told that don't matter. Oh, you'll be okay. See that? This is a silent war. See, and people don't even know that see, when you talk about stuff like this, people are going to get triggered because they don't even know that the shit that they were doing was wrong. They think that that is what I was supposed to do. That is what I was supposed to do. What up, Big Dice? Shout out to Big Dice in the building. Salute the Team Guardian. You see? 22 Ronin in the building. What up, 22? Elisino says, every time I show my emotion, I become the problem. Exactly. Exactly. Calm down. You doing too much. You overreacting. It's always you. This is a silent war against men's mental health. Safaree is now begging for peace. He's willing. He just wants Erica Mena to leave him alone. He just wants Erica Mena to properly co-parent with him for their children's sake. And she's giving this man hell to pay. Hell to pay. Now listen, make sure if you coming in the building, you answer the poll, because I asked that question too, because I've heard some people, and particularly women, say that Safaree is not a victim. That Safaree is receiving karma for all the shit he's done. This is what I heard them saying about Safaree. But we're going to get into the video, just like we watched the video with Erica Mena putting her hands on him in front of their children, messing up their house in front of their children. Remember, we played the video. So now Safaree just dropped a new video a couple of days ago where this man is basically begging for peace because his life is in such turmoil. Tyrell Tyrell V says, unless it's a close loved one, you lost. That's a man's nature. Champ says he got to stop having sex with her. That's all. Great point, Champ. Great point. Great point. Great point. What up, Jay from Philly? Tell him DS1, especially in our community. Come on, bro. 22 says he got to change his value system. But are y'all saying that Safaree deserves this shit? Because some people are saying Safaree deserves this. Now, listen, I'm not up here to point out who's right and who's wrong. See, what I'm here to point out is the fact that when men begin to talk about the things that we've been through, it's never considered, it's never properly examined, and then a decision is made from there. It's always, well, what did you do? That's the first thing. It skips all. It's like people become blind, deaf, and dumb when a man is sitting there telling you some shit he done been through. It's like everybody skips what happens to him and skips past all that shit and just asks you, well, what you do to her? That is the goddamn problem that I have. Because that is a silent war against men's mental health. Because what you inherently saying is nobody can wrong you because you a man. Nobody can hurt you because you a man. What you mean you hurt? If you got hurt, it's because you done something. You done something. That means a man can't be a victim of a bad woman. A man can't be a domestic violence victim. When we just watch this girl, this psychotic, drug addict, alcoholic, Erica Mena, horrible mother. But this man cannot say, or what he's saying cannot be, doesn't have any merit, because you could sit here and talk about all the other women he done slept with. So because he slept with these amount of women, he can't be a victim of an Erica Mena. See, that's warfare. That's what that is. That's psychological warfare that has been being played on men forever. You know how many men stayed in messed up situations because they can never fathom that they are a victim of anything? You know how many men stayed in relationships and got killed? Yes, deleted by these women. Because he always believed that it was his fault. He loved this girl so much, but she put him through so much shit. And it's his fault. At the end of all of the abuse, men gotta say it was my fault. We ain't got no motherfucking domestic violence meetings to go to and have no brothers hug us and tell us it's gonna be okay like you women do. Like you women got. We don't have that. But we got Sheep Stay Sleep TV. We got Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Where your woes in life are heard. Man, it is not thrown off into, well, you had to do something. Well, he ain't 100% innocent. So Cassie was 100% innocent? No! So Dawn Richards is 100% innocent? No! So is Aubrey O'Day 100% innocent? No! Was Kim Porter 100% innocent? No! And she dead at the hands of P. Diddy. What the fuck are y'all talking about? These women don't be 100% innocent. Does that still make them not a victim? Huh? Cassie was complicit with freak-offs. Does that not make her a victim? But when it come to men, oh, well, how we go? Ow, ow. Here they go, y'all. Ow, ow. Well, Safaree ain't all that innocent. Shut your dumb ass up. Shut up. So Jaguar Wright admitted to being a fucking sex worker and a dominatrix in the industry. So she not a victim? Since me, what? Safaree, what? Safaree can't cry about nothing. Shut your dumb ass up, you idiot. And these be the same women that be trying to motivate women. Bunch of hateful ass women. Hateful. Sit here and call all these women. So Mary J. Blige ain't a victim? I'm going down. Y'all been singing her goddamn music for 30 years. That's victimhood. That's what she been singing about. All she sing about is getting cheated on, beat on, all types of shit. That's all she sing about. So Mary ain't a victim? Oh, okay. Y'all quiet now. Now y'all quiet. So why Safaree can't be a victim? Why Safaree has to beg for peace in his life? Why? Why as men why don't we deserve peace? See, y'all tell women deserve peace, but a man has to work till he damn near on his deathbed before he can receive some peace. Why do I have to wait till I'm 75 with an oxygen tank for some peace? Why do I have to go out, lose half my goddamn leg, walk around with one eye looking like Charleston White so I can receive some peace? Oh, baby, you deserve some peace, baby. You deserve some peace. When I'm like the old ass German shepherd of the family. See how they do men? You see how we get done, men? They treat us like the old dog. You know the old dog of the family? That's when we start getting some compassion. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Sutton. They treat us like that old dog. You know, now we got to eat dog food because we done got high blood pressure eating all that shit off the table. That's how they treat us. They won't admit this. That's when they start having some compassion. When I can't pee straight. when we can't pee straight, that's when We need to give him some time to himself. We need to allow him to relax. When you like old Max, the dog, now they want to be considerate. When you can't hump no more. Let's talk about this. We're going to talk about it. When you can't hump no more. When you're like that old dog, you can't hump no more. You know when a dog get old, he do one hump and then lay down. Yeah. Now let's consider his mental health. Let's make sure he have water. Did you take your vitamins? You know what I'm talking about, champ? That's when they become considerate. When I got high blood pressure and I can't piss straight no more. And when I piss, it sounds like ants crawling. It sounds like you're pouring out apple juice when I piss now. Now you care. All these goddamn years y'all been waging war. Trying your best to destroy me just so you can control me. Just so you can control me. Now my piss coming out like Martinelli's apple juice. Now, let's go see what's wrong with Papa. Why Papa don't want to talk to nobody? Yeah. The silent war on men's mental health. You want to give us peace only when 10 years after you gonna be saying, rest in peace. See, we're gonna talk about this shit today. Y'all want to run men raggedy. Y'all want to run us raggedy and then say, God, I'm praying for his health. When you the motherfucking reason why he need a goddamn CPAP machine. Oh, now I need to see what's wrong with me. Huh? Yeah. What up, city boy? See? Jay from Philly says, anytime a man can't do anything, then before they're ready to replace us. Come on, bro. That's when they worry about your peace. When they get ready to say, rest in peace. Oh, we did all we could for him, and we sent him off nicely. We sent him off nice. Yeah, he looks so nice. That's the shit they were saying about my father. See, I take shit like this personal. They said to my father, he was. Ain't you the same motherfucker who? Let me calm down. Y'all hit the like button, man. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all hit the like button, man. The silent war against men's mental health is a real thing. See, I had to go and speak to somebody to find out I was depressed. That's how you know this is a silent war. It's men walking around here schizophrenic and don't even know Remember I did the show? I just found out that my favorite rapper, one of my favorite rappers, have schizophrenia. Remember I did that show? And I played the interview where Ghostface spoke about his onset of paranoid schizophrenia. This is what one of my homeboys had. I just went to his janaza. He had paranoid schizophrenia. He developed it. It just popped on like a goddamn television station. See, this is a silent war on men's health. That shit popped on my homeboy like he turned the TV. You see how much we don't know about ourselves as men, our health, how shit works in our bodies. That shit snapped on my homeboy head. Like he turned the TV. Like he just turned the TV. That shit just and came on full blown, just like Ghostface. Remember, Ghostface said he was telling a story of when it used to pop on when he used to be in the studio. Whenever they used to smoke that dust, them dust blunts, whenever they used to smoke that wooly, the demons start coming and telling him to do evil things. He said one time he was with his homie, they was smoking, it popped on and the demon told him to jump on his homeboy and to beat his homeboy up. He said one time they was on a road, they was smoking in the car, the demon jumped on him. It told him to jump out the car while it was moving. The silent war. Who knows what Ghostface went through as a little boy? Who knows if Ghostface has the schizophrenia trait? Do you know a lot of this stuff is passed down to us? Men, do we know that? Do you know you might come from a long line of crazy niggas? That's why you, when that anger start building, you start feeling, you know that, when you start feeling that fire come up your spine and you get the itching, you got to get that check, my brother. That ain't normal, bro. That's not normal, bro. I'm here to tell y'all this. I'm telling y'all that's not normal, bro. When that anger well up in you, that's not normal, bro. That's not normal. That's not normal. That's not normal, bro. That's some other shit. That's some other shit you don't even know about. You don't even know how it got there. You don't know. You don't know. Yeah. This shit is real. We're going to get to this video right now. Safaree is begging for peace, man. Why do men have to beg for fucking peace in their life? Why do we have to beg for peace? Why? Why? And I know some of y'all women are watching right now. Like, nigga, I don't want to hear that. Y'all been putting women through shit since the beginning of time. Y'all been doing shit to us. It's y'all turn to feel something. Fuck Safaree. So what? Come on, DS1. You feel sorry for this bitch ass nigga Safaree? You defending Safaree? You a rim brother. I knew you was a rim brother. You defending Safaree. While y'all out here defending Nicki Minaj and Glorilla. Let's get to the video. Let's get to the video. Shout out to Larry Vaughn in the building. Salute, salute, family. Salute. Good to see you. Good to see you, fam. Salute, salute, salute. Champ says, as long as I'm sober, I can control it. Man, man. Thank you so much, Miss Classy Creole. I appreciate it. Let's get to the video, y'all. Let's listen to Safaree have to beg for peace, man. Fair use, YouTube. Fair use, fair use, fair use.
So today, I'm gonna run down for you how my day went, because I woke up and it was almost, you know, like when it's your birthday and you get 100 texts, 100 calls, and it's like that. That's how my phone was today, and you know, it's just so crazy to me how people just love pasa pasa. They love the gossip, you know what I'm saying? And people who don't know me, they'll be like, "Oh, Safaree, you messy." But anyone who really does know me, they know like I don't like that kind of attention. Me expressing myself is there's no clout involved. I'm not getting clout. I'm not trying to set up a clickbait.
You are the future. Pursue tech.
There's a situation at hand, and I spoke about it. And really and truly, I don't like speaking about it. There are a lot of people, and there's a lot of times I've been in a situation and things happen, and people say, "Yo, why don't you ever say anything?" Because I'm not that kind of a person. I don't thrive off of drama. Contrary to belief, I feel like I'm happy, you know?
Now, let's just be real, y'all. Let's just be real. Do he look like he happy? Does he sound like he's happy? No. But peep this. Peep what he said. I think I'm happy. See, with me going to therapy, I've learned that because even my therapist told me this, that when you say stuff like that, what you really are afraid of is to say that you're not happy. You see? That's really what it is. That is a sign that men are afraid to express how they truly feel about what happens to them. Because we don't want to start or cause no chaos. I don't want to make it look like I'm trying to hurt nobody. See, this is what I'm picking up here. I'm trying to stay as much as possible. I don't want no problems. So I don't say what happens to me because people are going to blow it out of proportion. And then it's going to be spun into something else. This is why we never heard the things that he went through with Nicki. Now, listen, y'all. We know by now what type of chick Nicki Minaj is. True or false? We all know what type of chick this girl Nicki is. So Safaree never came out and told us what he went through with Nicki. We don't know what type of abuse he had to withstand being with Nicki. Remember, the way that we found out about Safaree was people started talking about Safaree. Safaree was brought up through the industry, through street cats. They used to bring his name up because Safaree ride bikes. Just like who? Meek Mill. Just like Meek. You see? No, we didn't know who Safaree was. We always heard that Nicki had a man. Nicki always said she had a man, but probably based on their, bond that they had with each other, Safaree told her, don't tell nobody that we mess around and I'll keep writing your music. So a lot of y'all may say, well, Safaree's on reality TV. How doesn't he like the spotlight? He's a reality TV show guy. That doesn't mean anything. You got plenty of performers who are actually shy because that's the only time they feel like they're going to show up. What's up, Jasmine? How you doing? He alluded to DV with her, but it was never said point blank. Oh, with Nicki? I didn't know that, Jasmine. See? Shout out to Jasmine in the building. Y'all see? See? Just like he's not coming out and saying point blank things about Erica Mena. That's why we see a video with her hitting him, with her trashing his home, with her children in there. So I'm not surprised if Nicki probably was beating on him too. But this is an issue that a lot of us men go through, celebrity or not. Celebrity or not. Because at the end of the day, us men, we look at it like this. Man, shorty crazy, man. I tried to help her, but I couldn't. You see? We don't really get into how she hit me, how she did all of this, how she did all of that. Because a lot of us has been programmed to consider what she went through. And then when we start considering what these women done been through, we automatically say, well, damn, how can I blame her? That don't sound familiar, fellas? How can I blame her for the way that she is? This is what we say about women. How can I blame her? We consider what you've been through in life. You see? And Safaree has done this throughout his life. As you can tell, it's normal for him. And it's normal for a lot of us. We don't go around spewing what happened to us, what women done to us, and wearing that shit as a badge because we're not women. Because we're not women. We're not walking around looking for the Victim Olympics. We don't do that. We leave that for y'all. Y'all go and collect bags and start writing books because you done exaggerated a story about what this nigga done to you. This is what Cash Doll is getting ready to do. This is what she gearing up to do so she can get another check. Men don't do that. Well, the majority of us don't. I'm not going to say none of us do, but the majority of us don't. This is why you have to see this stuff being spoken about in content form. Do y'all know that most men don't even feel comfortable talking to a therapist? Did y'all know that? That's why most men don't seek therapy, because most men don't even feel comfortable speaking to another person about their problems. Because we were told that by speaking to other people about our problems made us complainers. It makes you a complainer. You see? And now we start saying things like, I think I'm happy. I think I'm satisfied. Oh, well, I'm good. Because we afraid to say that we're not satisfied, that we're not okay. Because if we do, then somebody might get upset. Somebody's feelings might get hurt. And then somebody might then hold us accountable for how we made them feel. So to keep the peace, I'm good. I'm good. Let's just keep the peace. Let's just keep the peace. What up, FTC? Self-inflicted Jay Smart in the building. What up, Jay Smart? He says self-inflicted behaviors lead to more self-destruction. Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely, bro. Mr. Sutton says, like you say all the time, bro, it's not your fault, but it's your problem. Bingo. Bingo. That's what men understand. Men understand that. So let's get back to this video. Fair use, YouTube. Fair use. This is for educational purposes only. Don't block my video, Safaree. Don't block my video, bro.
I go through what I go through, but I live in America, and as a black man, we got to just take it on the chin, because
you heard that? Did you hear that? We have to take it on the chin. Silent war against men's mental health. We got to take it.
there are, I'm not saying everybody doesn't care, but there are some people who do care. And, I know who's genuine. I know when it's coming from a genuine place. And, me doing that video, that wasn't to bash anybody, because I'm just not like that. I don't like that. It's just, hey, look, it's A, B is black and white, and that's that. Like I'm a real man. I don't want to I don't want to put my business on Front Street. What you've seen on Love and Hip Hop for the past few years is very, it's enhanced, and It's entertainment. It's a show. And I'm talking about from 10 years ago to 5 years ago. It may look like, hey, this is what you're seeing, but at the end of the day, I'm on a camera and it's a job. But this right here, you know, like I said before, I'm not filming. This is real life. And I don't want to go tit for tat. I don't want to try to embarrass anybody. Just be at a place where when it's time for me to see my kids or us come up with some sort of a schedule, that this schedule is set in place. Nobody wants to create life and bring it into this world. And it's bad enough this world already is screwed up enough as it is. Nobody wants to create life, bring it into this messed up world, and then just have more things going on that shouldn't be going on that could be avoided, you know? I want to be able to do everything that I don't remember my father doing for me. When
You heard that? You heard that? He said, I want to be able to do for my children what my father wasn't able to do for me. He wants to be there. He wants to actually raise his children. Because, see, a lot of us, a lot of men, I'm talking about the men, right? A lot of us grew up knowing our dads, but didn't have them. See, I was blessed to know my dad and have my dad. You see? Even through all his bad shit, he was there. So I was blessed to have a man like that. But a lot of my homeboys, they knew their dads growing up. They dad didn't totally just walk away like they didn't know their dad, but they didn't have their father. They didn't have him there. They couldn't call them. See, I could always call my dad. My dad was one phone call away. But a lot of my friends, they didn't have that. They couldn't call their dad when shit was happening with them in school. They couldn't call him when shit was happening at home. They couldn't call him. And Safaree doesn't want that dynamic for his children. And he's feeling like this is what's going to happen to them. That he's not going to be able to be there to raise them and to groom them the correct way. The way he wanted his dad. You see? So this is another expression of his mental health condition, his level of depression that he's probably been going through since he was a teenager. Who knows? Because depression doesn't always look like sitting at home, eating ice cream, watching television, crying. No, depression is also when you become hypervigilant. That's also a sign of depression. When you start doing wild, outlandish shit just to make yourself feel good. You see? Shout out to Ebo Sosa, man. I appreciate that super chat, my brother. I appreciate the pull up. He says, it's like we supposed to be robots set to altruism. And anytime we feel anything, the double standard becomes the weapon to keep us from being human. Absolutely. Absolutely. Shout out to my brother Ebo. And you know why? They want to keep us from feeling human because then people may not get as much as they used to getting out of men. I hope y'all caught that. The reason why they don't want us to see ourselves as human and to defend that part of ourselves because it's going to require people to treat men better, to view us in a different light. So guess what that means? You can't run a nigga up and down the motherfucking street. I'm not your motherfucking do-boy. And because you say you love me, I got to run myself raggedy. No. So a lot of people won't get as much as they've been getting out of men if they start treating us as human. They won't get as much as they used to. They won't get the effort and the hard work that they used to getting from us. Because a lot of niggas are tap out. A lot of men are tapping out already. That's why, Ebo. That's why. That's why. Shout out to Nicer. Hey, Nicer, how you doing? Shout out to Nicer. I appreciate that super chat. She says, salute. Salute to you, Nicer. Shout out to everyone that's in the building. Let's get back into this video. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Fair use, YouTube. Fair use.
It comes to being a parent, it's a lot. And not even man or woman, this is about being in a position where you have a lot of eyes on you. And when you have to live your life in front of, you know, millions of people, and some people think they know you and they want to think that they could assess your situation more than you, it does suck. A lot of people who are around me daily, they're like, yo, you are so strong. I don't know how you deal with it. And today is one of those days where I haven't been on my phone. And just to protect my mental health, it's best for me to be that way. There's times where I've took 6 months off of social media and had somebody else running my page just because I don't need to see everything going on. I don't want to know everything going on. If it's not my business, why do I need to know? And especially like being black and in the black culture, I just feel like a lot of us are just so caught up in gossip and drama. And me personally, I don't live my life like that. I don't like drama. I don't like seeing fighting. Involved in it. You know, I want to just live my life in peace, be a father in peace, and be able to co-parent in peace. Life is short. Every single day we wake up, there is somebody who did not wake up. All right. I want you to really listen to what I said. Every day that we wake up is a day that somebody else did not wake up. And it's like we're taking life, we're taking things for granted. And I say that just to say that I want to be a good person. I want to be a good father. And I just want to be happy in my own space. Like there's nothing else matters more than being happy, staying prayed up, being around people who care, and just being comfortable. You know, things, so I don't need to be excessive. I don't need to be making $100 million a year. Once my bills are paid and anything and everything.
What's going on, LA Project? How you doing? Now, notice what he said. He specifically said that he don't need to have a bunch of money because Safaree wants peace. See, listen, y'all. When we talk about this Hollywood stuff, this fame stuff, you got to really be cut for this stuff, man. A lot of y'all people try to use Hollywood and the rap game and becoming an entertainer as a hustle. You got to remember, man, being an entertainer and a celebrity is a lifestyle. And it is a lifestyle that is designed to run you raggedy. And you got to keep it up, especially when you're on a certain level. And Safaree has been ran raggedy. He's tired now. He's tired. It's too much for him. It has become too much for him. You see? And it is because a lot of times as men, we think the bag gonna make everything better. And then we find out that the bag pushes you further and further to a body bag. You see? What up, GQ? Shout out to my man GQ in the building. Salute to my brother, the underrated darkness in the building. Salute, my brother. Salute, salute, salute. Elisino says he sounds defeated. That's what this game will do, man. That's what it's designed to do. LA Project says he got to get out of the game first. But then that's how he going to stop making money, LA Project. Easier said than done, right? Easier said than done. Jay Smart says Safaree needs to know that you can't buy peace either. Sad to say, Jay Smart, but that's something that a lot of us men have to learn the hard way. That we sacrifice a lot of things in our lives that's free, and then later on in life, we pay for it. That's figuratively and literally, we pay for it. The things that we sacrifice in our life that's free, later on in life, we pay for it. We pay for it. Shout out to my man Bob. What up, Bob? Salute to you. LA Project says, how can he have peace while in that lifestyle? He said he don't need the money. He need the money. He just don't need as much. That's why he said, I don't need 100 million. So he need the money, LA Project. You saw that house that they was in? Well, that he has for his children. He needs the money. He doesn't need that much is what he's saying. He's basically saying that he's no longer led by the money anymore. He's no longer chasing money. That's what I gather from when he said he don't need the money. Meaning I'm not sacrificing my peace and my life for the money no more. You know? Ebo says he's depressed and don't even know it. It's a form of being institutionalized. Facts, Ebo. Facts. City Boy says they so anxious to get the bag, then find out what comes with the money. Exactly. Exactly. Bob says, I still want peace. Peace is hard to find. And sometimes it comes with solitude. Facts. Facts, Bob. Absolutely. And you know, that is where Safaree finds himself a lot more lately, Bob. He finds himself alone. Remember, Safaree used to be down with the Creep Squad. Remember, Safaree used to have a crew. Safaree's alone now, man. Jay Smart says, Sheep, that's the problem with our generation. We think that we could have one foot in and one foot out. Bad outlook on life. That's true. It's true, Jay Smart. We do. We do try to dibble and dabble. That's true, man. That's true. Let's get back to the video. Oh, Lance. What's up, Lance? Lance says, you mean Safaree that was with? Yeah, Safaree that was with Nicki Minaj. Yeah, Safaree. Absolutely. Let's get back to it. Fair use, YouTube. Fair use, fair use.
That needs to be covered that has to do with my family and things that I care about are taken care of. Nothing else matters. And I just want to say, you know, I appreciate everybody who reached out to me. And I want me and my kid's mother, like I really mean this from the bottom of my heart. I want me and my children's mother to, like, we don't have to be it doesn't have to be anything. I just want us to be able to set up A, B, C, and done, and that's it. You know, with a lot of things that, you know, I spoke about, people want to make their own assumptions, and there's some people who understand, some people who don't understand, some people who agree, some people who don't disagree. And I'm not here to explain myself to people over and over and over. I used to do that, and it's very draining, it's very stressful. My mother, she's still alive, and I'm grateful for that. I speak to people who like say, hey, be grateful that you can call your mom. I remember talking to one of my friends whose mom isn't here, and
Now, let me say this. Let me say this. Notice what he said. Here's another example of the silent war on men's mental health, right? He said, I'm tired of explaining myself over and over and over. How many of us men can identify with that? Where you keep explaining yourself so you can be heard, so you can be understood. And this person just seems to never get it. They never get it. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Wow, 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 wow. You know, women like Erica Mena, they never get it. And fellas, we got to accept that some people are never gonna get it. They're never gonna understand us. He's tired of explaining himself. Because what happens is we realize we're not being heard. Nothing pisses a man off more than that. So that means what I'm saying is falling on deaf ears. You know, a lot of you women like to look niggas dead in their face and don't even be listening to shit that come out their mouth. You know that? You know that, right? You be looking him dead in his face, and then he asks you something he just said, and you go, what? Hey, champ. That shit grinds my gears. When my words are falling on deaf ears, oh, we got a problem. We have a huge problem. Oh, you acting like you don't hear what the fuck I'm saying? Oh, so if my words don't mean anything, my presence don't. Because see, one thing I understand about a man, a leader, is that his word is still present even when he isn't. So if your woman or your supposed woman isn't listening to you, she don't take you serious. So fellas, if your word isn't being respected, honored, you don't need to be there physically. Because guess what? Your presence doesn't matter. If your word don't matter, neither does your presence. She just happy because she know you bringing some shit over for her. She don't give a fuck if she see you or not. Because when she see you, she knows she got to hear you. And she don't want to hear nothing you got to say. So why does she still see you? Huh? Why you still going to see her if she don't want to hear you? See, if you don't want to hear me, you don't get to see me. You don't get to see me. Be deaf and blind when it come to me. See, I'm still working on me being an asshole, y'all. I'm still working on that. I'm still working on that. See, I'm that type, champ. I'm that type. If you're deaf when it come to me, be blind too. Go ahead and be blind. Don't just be deaf, be blind too. You know what I'm saying? Ebo, don't just be deaf, be blind too. Because if you don't hear me, you definitely don't see me. Don't let that go over your head. I'm going to say it again. If you don't hear me, I know you don't see me. John Cena, I know you don't see me if you can't hear me. See? I know you can't see me for the man that I am because you ain't even listening to me. You don't know what type of nigga in your presence. You done lost. Bye. How you gonna see what's in front of you when you don't value the words that come out his mouth? You don't know what you dealing with, baby girl. You don't know what you got. You playing with a diamond, thinking it's a goddamn rhinestone. That's why you need to remove yourself, fellas. She treats you like a goddamn rhinestone. Get away from her. Because that's a little girl. You know, little girls like to play with expensive shit and break expensive shit. Throwing up shit, you know? Little girls like that. They like playing in expensive stuff and messing it up and having some rich man come and clean it up for them. Yeah, that's how she gonna do you. She gonna juggle that diamond. She playing. Don't let her drop you when you crack into a bunch of pieces. Get away and prioritize your peace, brother. Because you still need to have something left for your children and for yourself. You see? You see? See, mommy might not always be there, but your children gonna always be your children. They mama might not always be your woman. They mama might not always be your wife, but they always your kids. That's why we ain't supposed to let no woman run us raggedy. Because we got to at least save something for ourselves so it can be something left to give our children when they get older, when our daughters get older. She need to come ask you about sex. She don't need to just go to mommy and let mommy paint a motherfucking fairy tale to her. You see? This is why we got to prioritize our mental health, brothers. We shouldn't be out here begging for peace. Whatever don't give us peace, we throw it away. Chaos don't belong to the black man. It doesn't. It belongs to the devil. Give that shit back, fellas. Take your life back. Take your life back. Just like you take them extra hours at work. Take your life back, man. Take your sanity back. Take your sanity back. And this is not to prove nothing to her. This is to prove something to yourself. Because see, whether we believe it or not, fellas, when we go through tumultuous shit like this is a testament to your manhood. This will show you just what type of man you are. And a lot of times when we realize, we wake up and realize we stronger than what we thought. You see? And sometimes we realize that we're more emotional than we thought we were. See? Don't let nobody dictate who you supposed to be. Understand that. What up, Your Truth, My Opinion? Salute. Salute, salute. Let's listen to more Safaree real quick. Let's listen to some more before we wrap up today's show. If you are here, double tap your screen. Double tap your screen if you are in the vertical feed. Do me a favor, please double tap your screen if you are in the vertical feed. Salute to all the visionaries. Shout out to my lovely lady Mars. They holding it down today. Thank y'all ladies so much. Salute to y'all. Salute to y'all. Fair use, YouTube. Fair use. We're going to play a little bit more of this video before we wrap it up.
It's just the thought of not being able to have.
We can eat anywhere.
Your kid can take it anywhere.
Not so fast. The general's coming with you.
That you care about in your life. That's my biggest fear. I don't care about nothing else. Like, a lot of people say life is short, but I don't think they're really like grasping what that means. And at the end of the day, I say that just to say this. I've let people, and when I say people, I'm not talking about my children's mother. I'm talking about people who don't know me. Because I get DMs from people who don't know me, who say, hey, Safaree, you're this, you're that. And there's people who don't, I'm like, they don't know me. There are people who really do know me that say, hey, I have so much people who call me and they say this, and they're just so confused. Just because I'm really at peace with myself. When you're at peace with yourself, you do not have to fight every battle. Fighting every battle is very draining. Sometimes you just have to let shit take its pace. I'm in a court battle. I don't want to be in a court battle. I don't want to pay for lawyers. Paying for lawyers, paying them thousands of dollars when I could be using that money towards something for my kids, for something that matters. That's what I rather. I don't want to pay for lawyers. Like, it's so unfair. It is so unjust because at the end of the day, somebody, he called me and he said to me, he said, Safaree, let me tell you something about all of this legal and all of this lawyer jargon. Nobody wins but the lawyers. I had a lawyer when I was in Atlanta. She was horrible. All she wanted was to take pictures and show that I was there. It's like she was more caught up in the social media aspect and leaking information that things were being filed as opposed.
Hey, Safaree, sorry to tell you, but this is what happens when you're a celebrity, my brother. Nobody cares about that. Okay? I understand why you don't want to go through this court stuff, because all it's going to do is give your baby mother, Erica Mena, another story to put on Love and Hip Hop. Because we know Love and Hip Hop New York, right, blew up because of Erica Mena and her crazy antics. The story with her and Rich Dollars. Then we found out she was cheating on Rich with Sin Santana. Then remember, she got kicked off the show for going crazy on the staff and, found out she had alcohol problems. Remember, she was the first Tommy Lee before Love and Hip Hop went to Atlanta. Erica Mena got kicked off the show first. Remember this. Remember Erica Mena? The one who was running around with Richie D, Rich Dollars? Yeah. So I understand, Safaree, why you don't want to go through this court stuff, because not only are you going to have to spend money, right, where you probably going to have to dig into money that you don't want to touch. Not just that, but this shit is going to be put on reality TV. She's going to use all of this media stuff around your court case to try to pitch it to a network so she can get back on reality TV. You see? This is a hustle. This has become a hustle. This literally has become a hustle. It has become a hustle for these girls. You see, Sin Santana tried to do it, but Joe Budden shut her down. This is why her music career hasn't went anywhere. She can't get back on reality TV. That's what she did to Joe. She went and got pregnant, had a baby by Joe, and then tried to flip the script on him so she could get back on the show. This is what Cash Doll is trying to do now. This is what's going on. And we're not seeing how this stuff is breaking men down mentally. This shit is breaking men down, man. It's stressing dudes out. And it's interesting that a lot of these guys are starting to come out and say it. The Keek says, Erica has always been crazy. He got lost in the sauce. She have chosen better. She's unstable. He should go for full custody. Really, the Keeks? Shout out to the Keeks. I think he should too. Because he's the better parent. He's the better parent. Elisino says, dude kind of slow. He need to tighten up. I don't think he's slow, champ. I don't think he's slow, OG. You know what I think? I think he's a little soft. You know what I'm saying? And this is not me disrespecting Safaree or anything like that. Because when I say soft, I mean he's a little more emotional. You know, he a little tender. He a little tender. You know, he's a little tender. So, you know, and I'm laughing, champ, because I grew up with a dude who's like Safaree. And he used to put on this image like he really don't care about women and he's a player and all these women like me, but he really's just a tender guy. That's my homeboy reminds me a lot of Safaree. So that's why I'm laughing. So I don't think he's slow. I think he's just a little tender. So when he talking, certain guys look at it like, yo, what's wrong with this dude? He just tender, OG. he just tender, man, you know. You know, Jay Smart says Erica Mena is a typical Scorpio. They are not worth my. Oh, come on, bro. Come on, Jay Smart. Come on, Jay Smart. I got a lot of great Scorpio people in my life, man. Please don't come in here astrology banging. Don't come in here astrologically gang banging, bro. Please, bro, please. I do not want these Scorpio women attacking me. Please, bro. Please, bro. Do not come in here astrology banging. Yeah, come on, bro. Don't be in here astrologically banging. Come on, dog. Come on, bro. Come on. Right, Miss Classy Creole. Come on, man. We not astrology banging. The Keek says, amen. Whoever is the better parent should have primary custody. I also don't think he will because he doesn't want to have full custody. He wants his freedom and to come and go as he pleases. You might have a good point there, the Keeks. You might have a good point. But honestly, from what I've been watching, because I've been watching his content a little bit. I don't know if you've been watching it. I don't think he wants to just come and go as he pleases. I think that he wants to get back with a woman that Erica Mena hates. And you might know who that is, the Keeks. I'm going to see if you know. Put it in the chat if you know. But Safaree is trying to get back with an ex. He's not trying to run around and do all that creep squad shit no more. Because he has daughters. He has daughters. So he not trying to do all that no more. He really trying to get back with one of his exes that Erica Mena actually hates. She hates this one. Let me see if you know, Keeks. Let me see if you know. Shout out to my man Sir Leo Puma for that. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate that super chat. City Boy said Spice. No. Nah, he wasn't messing with Spice. Well, I ain't think he was. I haven't watched reality television in years, so I'm not even sure, bro. But nah, not Spice. No work day. Okay, salute, bro. Nah, not Spice. There you go, Taylor. But I want to see if the Keeks know. Let me see what you got to say, Keeks, if you still in the building. Panda, what up, Panda Young? Between a cop, mechanic, and a plumber, which one is your opinion the most trustworthy? I trust all of them to do their job. But who would I trust the most? A plumber. A plumber. The Keek says, is it Kimbella? Nope. It's Amara. Hey, Taylor. Shout out to Taylor in the building. It's Amara. Remember, Amara was his fiance. He proposed to Amara. It was Amara, the Keeks. Amara. He wants to get back with her. If you go to his channel, he's been doing a lot of content with Amara. You know, but Amara is giving him a hard time because, of course, he played her. He played her. He did her dirty. GQ says He what the YNS will call green. Yeah, the young, yep, green. Panchove 77 says, yeah, because the plumber ain't trying to come back to that shit. That's a good one. That's a good one. Jay Smart says, is it safe to say that men are addicted to broken women and vice versa? Yes, my brother. It's called trauma bonding. That's a real thing. That's actually a scientific thing. Trauma bonding is a real thing. It's a real thing. But yes, it's Amara. And Erica Mena hates Amara. y'all, if y'all don't remember, a lot of them girls hated Amara. Because remember, Amara started on Love and Hip Hop Miami. And she was the Dominican sensation, Amara La Negra. Remember? Erica hates Amara. She can't stand her. She can't stand her. Yeah, y'all better listen to my lovely lady mods. Taylor says, them Jamaican men ain't for the weak. Shout out to Amara. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, man. Jay Smart says, I wonder why. Me too. Me too. I honestly think she don't like Amara because Amara looks better than her. Amara looks more exotic than her. Erica Mena look like any girl you could find. You could find Erica Mena walking down East New York on the block somewhere. You could find an Erica Mena. Not saying you can't find a Amara, because you can find an Amara too in New York City. But Erica Mena, her look is very common. She's not a bad chick. You know what I'm saying? She's not a baddie. Erica Mena is not a baddie. She's not. She's very regular. There's girls that grew up in Washington Heights that look way better than her. Her name is Sin Santana. Where you think Sin is from? Sin is from Washington Heights. She looks way better than Erica Mena. She's from Washington Heights. Your Truth says facts. Jealous Amara is bad. They hate Amara. Typical pretty Latina. Yeah, it's typical. Erica is very typical. Very. Very. But so when y'all say that, when you said, and I'm responding back to the Keeks, when you said that he wants to come and go as he pleases, I don't think that's so anymore. I don't think he really running around like that. I think now he wants to go back and, fully marry Amara because he proposed to her, but they didn't fully jump the broom. So I think now he probably ready to marry her. That's what I think. That's what I think. Do I think that's a good thing? No, because what he's actually going back and doing is he's going back and playing with another woman that he already hurt. So I don't agree with that. That's wrong. But that also shows that he's dealing with mental health issues. He's dealing with mental health issues, man. King Ra in the building. What up, King Ra? Yeah, and you can find an Erica Mena anywhere. That's a fact. What's up, Celine? How you been? Celine says, Erica is Safaree's con. Oh, man. See? Here we go. 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 I knew it. That's his karma. What did he do? What can y'all women tell me what he's done? Please. Please tell me what this man has done. What did he do for y'all to say that this man deserves what Erica is putting him through? What did he do, ladies? Can y'all please put it in the chat? I'm gonna give y'all a minute to say what y'all gotta say. Because I've heard other female content creators do whole shows. Don't nobody feel sorry for Safaree, and he ain't going through shit. I'm like, what? Like, goddamn, what did he do? Yeah, Classy Creole, what did this man do that he don't deserve peace in his life? What did he do? Celine says he was disrespectful to every woman around him. He was very arrogant. And I'm not laughing at the comment, Celine. I'm laughing because the first thing that came to my mind, I decided not to say. But really, Celine? You know a lot of that stuff was amped up too, right? Really? Taylor says, allegedly he cheated. Oh my. So this man doesn't deserve peace in his life because he cheated? What about? Hold up. Remy allegedly cheated. Y'all didn't hold her foot to the fire. Remy cheated on Papoose. Remy couldn't even have no more goddamn kids. They had the golden child. She went and started sleeping with a nigga that looked like a dirty pillowcase. Easy to block dustpan. He looks like a dirty do-rag. She cheated on Papoose. And now it's coming out and saying she never cheated after we saw the proof. So this man don't deserve peace because he allegedly cheated. So what about Remy? What y'all got to say about Remy? what y'all got to say? Look, hey, look. No, I didn't say that. Yo, y'all are crazy. Y'all women are crazy, man. The Keek says he left her in the hospital when she was near death. That they showed that on the show. Because again, y'all, I'm out of the loop with the show stuff. But let me just say this. The stuff y'all ladies see on that show, y'all cannot fully be invested into that stuff. I'm gonna just tell y'all ladies that because it's not all real. It's all staged. It's like wrestling. It's like wrestling. So if that happened on the show, the Keeks, you kind of got to take things that happen on these shows with a grain of salt. You can't start, looking at it like this stuff is real and that these people is really like this. And you know what I'm saying? We know Erica Mena is a whole demon because we've watched her for years before she even got with Safaree. We watched her for years. We know she on demon time. She don't even have custody of her first kid. She gave her first kid away. We know she on demon time. Real life demon time. But I'm asking, did that happen on the show? What up, Cat PY2? What's good, my brother? Good to see you, man. It's been a minute. I hope all is well with you. It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute. Shout out to Celine. Good to see you, Celine. She says, also, Safaree, who Erica was and still chose her. Right? He did know who she was. Don't you men tell us women to choose better? Well, Safaree should have chosen better. You right. You right. You absolutely right. You are absolutely right. I can't disagree with that, Celine. Shout out to Celine for doubling up. She says, DS1, the women are not on Remy's side. We are dragging her. She got a man that was by her side and she played him. Shout out to you, Celine. So y'all not Team Remy. Okay. Okay. Y'all not Team Remy. Okay. Okay. Y'all got it. 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 Erica Mena has a huge vein in the middle of her forehead. Signs of crazy. I'm not siding with either party. The situation is a hot mess. It is. It is. And the children lose at the end of the day. The children loses at the end of the day. And the sad part in this situation, Safaree is the only one that sees that the children are going to be the victims of this situation. Because we can both say that Erica's a volunteer, just like Safaree's a volunteer. They both volunteered to mess with each other. Right? So who's the real victims? The children. But we have to point out how that only concerns Safaree. See, her children's well-being doesn't matter to her. See, that doesn't matter to Erica. That doesn't matter to Erica. Erica wants to win. Erica wants to prove, see, I won. See, he was wrong. Safaree is suffering because of this. Because he knows how it's going to hurt his children. And with his children being affected, he's blaming himself. And this is why today's show is the silent war against men's mental health. Because we could sit here and throw the beanbag around to say who fault everything is. We could easily do that. But remember, adults, 2 consenting adults are volunteers. The victims are the children. And the only one who's concerned with that is Safaree. And he's so concerned with it that it's hurting him. It's breaking him down. It's breaking him down. And this is what we're pointing out on today's show. Because based on what he said in that video, you can tell that Safaree has learned a lot. And he understands that he is fucked up. And he done a lot of messed up things that he has to live with. But he doesn't want his children to pay for the things he decided to do. And at the end of the day, they can clean that part up on both of their ends as parents. You see? You see? And that's just the sign of a decent person. You see? Okay, it didn't work. But let's show that we can be civil for these children. Let's not allow our children to be the victims of our own immaturity. Don't let our children be the products of our trauma. Show them that they can triumph in life. You see? And that's why I think Safaree is heading. And I'm just speaking as a man and from what I heard. I know you ladies got a whole different perspective, and that's cool. But there's a silent war against men's mental health. And it is wrapped up in certain things like, oh, he never cared. It's wrapped up in things like that. Because whether you believe it or not, a lot of us been hearing those things for a long time. And whether y'all women want to accept this or not, that shit hurts. It hurts. It hurts. And this is what you're in that video, you're watching a wounded man. Safaree's hurt. And he's not just hurt at what has happened to him, he's also hurt at the shit he's done. Because he know that a lot of shit that's happening to him is coming from the shit he done. He knows that. See, you women ain't got to throw that in our face. We know that. But that don't give you the right to do what you do either. See, this is what y'all like to do. You want to justify hurting me because I hurt another woman. I hurt her. I didn't hurt you. Who the fuck told you it's your job to come in my life and try to fuck my life up because what I did to somebody else? Who are you? Who put you on that assignment? Huh? Who put you on the assignment to be my karma? Who you think you are? Why my karma couldn't be my penis don't work no more? Why my karma couldn't be that? Why I couldn't go outside and get hit by a car? Why the nigga couldn't fall off his motorcycle? Why his karma gotta be Erica Mena? Who are you to say what my karma is? Who are you? See, y'all women got to be careful when y'all do stuff like that. Because you setting yourself up to receive some karma when you say things like that. You got to be careful. Got to be careful. Because see, just like I can't tell you what to do, you can't put me in nobody's hell. You can't put me in nobody's hell. See? What's Erica Mena's karma? Talk about that. What her karma look like? How you know her being a crazy, demented woman ain't her karma? Huh? Her getting turned out. How you know that ain't her karma? But then I'll be wrong to say that. DS1, don't say that. You can't say that. That ain't true. Come on. See, this is what y'all tell me. Come on, DS1. You can't say that. Because that don't sound good, right? That hurts. So whenever we run into a fucked up woman, that's our karma? A woman who trying to stress me out till I fucking catch a heart attack and die is my karma? That's my karma? So when this man get the field goal kick in your ass, that's your karma? When you run into a nigga like Diddy? So should we say Cassie's karma is Diddy? Oh, that's not the same thing, DS1. Come on, you dragging it now. That ain't the same thing. How? How? How it isn't the same thing? So Diddy isn't Cassie's karma, but Erica is Safaree's? Y'all gotta chill. Y'all gotta chill. Y'all gotta chill. Taylor says these trauma bonds gotta stop. It's a fact. That's a fact. Hey, Miss Shonda, I'm glad you just came in because we getting ready to wrap up the show. Miss Shonda says Erica's karma is she won't be able to maintain functional, healthy relationships until she takes a long, hard look in the mirror, take accountability, and seek holistic healing and therapy. Shout out to Miss Shonda. She always come through and dropping those gems, always bringing us a positive, progressive sentiment. Thank you so much, Miss Shonda. I appreciate you. And I totally agree. Totally agree, man. Jay Smart says, believe it or not, the everyday woman wishes death and pain on the everyday man. Oh, we're not going down that rabbit hole, bro. But shout out to you, Jay Smart. We're not going down that rabbit hole. But I understand what you're saying, my brother. Because today's show is the silent war against men's mental health. So I appreciate everyone for pulling up. Salute to everyone for pulling up. If you are just coming in, double tap your screen if you're in the vertical feed. Shout out to my lovely lady mods for coming through and holding it down. Holding it down, man. Salute to y'all. Salute to y'all. Shout out to the visionaries, man. Welcome to all the new supporters. Welcome to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm y'all host, DS1 Ross, of course. I need y'all to get down in the comment section. Let me know what you think of today's show. Also, go to my community tab and vote. Go to my community tab and vote. Would y'all like to see a morning show by me and a special guest co-host? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Y'all go to the community section and go ahead and hit that vote up, man. I really appreciate everyone for pulling up. Shout out to my lovely lady Mars for always coming through and holding it down. Salute to all the visionaries, man. DS1 Ross, Sheep Stay Sleep TV, and we will be back tomorrow, right here, same time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. We'll catch y'all later. Peace.